Viewer discretion is advised. What's going on, guys? Ro here, back with another video. Today we're actually hopping into good old American Truck Simulator. Well, I'll get to that part in a minute, but doing some worldwide trucking. Fuck it, might as well. Got some topics to talk about, and yeah, that being said, let's get started. First of all, we have a Freightliner FLB as usual. That's kind of been our go-to vehicle for a while now, and we have 40,500 pounds of propane, taking it to Oakdale out of Los Angeles, actually, because the game updated. And so, obviously, I've been reset back to my home base, which happens to be LA. So, that being said, we should probably get started. It's going to be a little bit of a trek. All right, already in gear, good to go. Let's go ahead and get on out of here. Trying to remember the controls. Haven't played ATS in a minute. So, yeah. Alright. Looks good on both sides. Oh, you a little heavy. You a little heavy. Alrighty, so I guess topic number one, I would say once we get on the road, but, you know, we're kind of technically already on a road. Topic number one is simulators on the channel. As you probably have noticed, there's only two. There's American Truck Simulator and there's Euro Truck Simulator 2, both of which are part of the Worldwide Trucking series. Like a joint little series I decided to start up, but I don't know. I feel like simulators on the channel may not be the best way to go about things. I feel like recently I've been looking a lot at what has been done to both games and kind of formed a more professional opinion on the publisher SCS software. And I've determined that they are not... They don't really care about ATS. And it's kind of obvious. They promised, you know, oh, they're going to bring all 50 states and blah, 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 blah. Going to provide a bunch of cool things for us. Here we are a year and a half later after release of ATS, and what have we gotten? We've gotten 2 trucks and a state. Wow. What has ETS2 gotten in that time? Well, they got France. They're getting Italy. And it's like, what? I mean, cool, the trucks are cool, but we're still going to the same places. We're still taking the same roads. It's just the same, basically the same game as a year and a half ago. Minus a couple of bugs. But there's still a ton of bugs in this game. ETS2 is so unbelievably stable compared to this. And I would have thought that SCS would be, you know, the good guys. They would see that their game has got issues and they would do something about it. But they haven't. So my interest in ATS and ETS2 is it's hit a rock bottom. Like, that's just, there's no denying it. I'm not interested in ATS or ETS2 anymore. I'm not. The reason why I'm playing this is because it's still part of my channel. And also, it's like the best way for me to deliver topics. So that being said, it's looking like Worldwide Trucking, my last real simulator series, is not going to be around much longer. It's probably going to be one of those games that disappears at the end of the year. Kind of like The Long Dark did a couple years ago. Unfortunately, I know. But I just don't have interest in a game that's not being added on. That's not being updated frequently with new content. And where there's bugs that are just getting completely ignored. Where the modding community is actually more dedicated to the game. That's a game I do not want to touch. So I'm sorry if you're coming to this channel only for ETS2 and ATS, now's the time to hit that unsubscribe button. Because this series is about to be gone. I wish I was kidding, and I wish I could, you know, be a little more on the polite side, a little more understanding. But no. Enough is enough. Speaking of mods, I don't have the, what was that? It was like an interact. I don't even know what it was called, but it was like basically instead of like all those green markers on the ground, like when, okay, so for example, in fact, more specifically, when you go to pick up or drop off a trailer, you know, there's like those green things on the ground that kind of guide you. Well, I had a mod to replace those to make it a little more, I don't know, realistic. Well, thing is, that mod completely broke drop-offs. I would try to drop off a trailer, wouldn't take it. Disable the mod, go back in game, it would automatically take it. I was sitting in the right spot the entire fucking time. So that being said, that mod is gone. No new mods. Nothing else has been changed as far as I know. Yeah, next topic. So, started work on a new texture pack. That is exciting, of course. For GTA 5, of course. And, this time, it is not gonna be law enforcement. Alright, all my old texture packs were law enforcement. We had Seattle PD, Puyallup PD, Washington State Patrol, King County Sheriff. This time around is not law enforcement. It's actually of King County Metro Transit. It's gonna be a bus texture pack. I know, some of you hate buses or you hate the idea of me working on a texture pack, but I assure you, this is my work. I get to choose what I do. Yeah. Kind of what it's come to. It's not gonna be, you know, this massive controversial texture that I released, like the potato texture. Not sure if you remember that beauty. But, definitely not gonna be something stupid like that. No, I'm actually gonna put in work, put in hours, and make something that I feel would be a nice addition to GTA. Oh, and speaking of GTA, I'm starting to lose interest in GTA 2. Recently, I've been playing a lot of other games. Ghost Recon Wildlands, Rainbow Six Siege, Tom Clancy's The Division. Which, it's kind of funny. The game is kind of old now. But, sorry, man. I didn't mean to, like, cut you off back there. But, like, I gotta be in this lane. So, yeah. It's kind of how it is. Sorry, guess. Maybe. I don't know. Yeah, recently, I don't know. Especially modding GTA, because modding GTA is a pain in the ass. Like, it used to be fun. It used to work. Now it's just unbelievably unstable. Holy shit. The base game itself is less stable than GTA 4. That's pretty fucking sad. What the hell, Rockstar? And for GTA Online, I mean, cool, they keep not adding, unlocking new cars, and then saying it's a brand new car, but it's been in the game files for like months. So it's like, what? Seriously? Like, for example, today they dropped a new car. It's the Ocelot. I don't know what the fuck it's called, but it's from Ocelot. It's got machine guns in the front, and it's a super fast, like, retro looking car. Okay, but it's not new. I fucking missed my turn. So yeah, I don't know about GTA. Like, modding it has become unstable. Not modding it has become unstable. I don't really know what the fuck is going on. Rockstar, Maybe you should stop adding new broken things and fix the current broken things. Just an idea. I mean, obviously, I'm not you guys. I'm not a complete fucking moron. Let's be honest here. But you guys can also unblock me on Twitter. That'd be fantastic. And as for my San Andreas Wanted and San Andreas Drive series, those are actually pretty good. I enjoyed making them, and I gotta take that exit, so I'm just gonna fucking gun it over here. Cool story. Cool. All right, cool. Yeah, you know, San Andreas Wanted and San Andreas Drive, they're actually really fun to record. I don't know why I haven't been doing it lately. I don't know. It's kind of stupid, but I do plan to make more of those videos just because. And yeah, San Andreas Law is kind of on hold until it can be fixed. Gotta just get working on it. It'll be stable eventually. I think it might be stable now, actually. I just haven't really sat in game long enough to figure it out. But yeah. And if San Andreas Law, or no, if San Andreas Drive and Wanted don't get pushed out too often, I might turn them into one series called San Andreas Life. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Okay, buddy, what are you doing? I do have a another spin-off series, part of the San Andreas Law franchise coming. Well, not coming, but it's in the works. It's not confirmed if it's actually going to work. So yeah. You know, but yeah, San Andreas Life may end up happening. It'll just be a combination of Wanted and Drive, and yeah, you know, that might be a thing. Unfortunately, moving on to the next topic. Unfortunately, streams. I know that for a while I've been doing live streams, and everything was going great until OBS released an update. And it broke things. A lot of things. Made it unbelievably unstable. I tried reinstalling. I gotta fucking change lanes. Hang on. Oh god, this guy's gotta turn. So yeah, OBS is just unbelievably unstable. Like, I don't know why. Game capture, I think, is the main issue. I tried XSplit. Like, I did open up XSplit, try running a test. Everything seems fine. So it's gotta be OBS that's freaking the fuck out. So once I can figure out XSplit all the way, and once I can get it, you know, all fancied up and shit, then I may actually end up switching to that and start streaming again. Here's the kicker. Life is Strange Before the Storm, at least the first episode, kinda sorta comes out next week. So, well, shit. I kinda wanna stream that. I don't know how I'm gonna do that if everything's broken. So yeah. But yeah, Life is Strange, you know, I really like the first season of it, and I really do hope they continue actual work on the series. Before the Storm looks really good. Looks really promising, and I'm very excited to be able to play it. I have already pre-ordered the the deluxe edition. So that's gonna be exciting. Yeah. It's coming out on the 31st. Today is the 22nd. So 9 more days, and I shall be playing it. I don't know if I'll be able to stream it, though. I mean, once again, it depends on if everything is going to be fixed or not. Gonna be trying to talk to the OBS team and see if, I don't know, maybe something could get fixed, but probably not. So, you know, one could hope. Now, I do have a interesting line of upgrades coming up for my channel, except it's not specifically for my channel, and it's not like a new intro or a new blah blah blah. I mean, that I have been working on, but no, audio. Audio-wise, I am making some upgrades, switching to an XLR setup, a little more of a professional microphone setup. I actually am getting a Blue Spark. It's a XLR microphone. That is actually the last piece to the puzzle. Kind of most important piece of the puzzle, if you ask me. But, yeah, I have actually everything else already. I have a Behringer Q5 something. It's okay. So basically, it's like it's a mixer, with like phantom power built in, all that cool stuff. So basically, oh my lord, you're going a little slow. How's the right lane looking? Looking pretty empty. Okay, cool. I'm taking it. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be switching up audio. You know, it's kind of one of those things that's been upgraded in the past, but not really, like, much. I mean, sure, for the longest time I was recording with the little iPhone. That was fucking stupid. Then I switched to the Audio-Technica ATR 2500. That was great. And that was the last, like, real upgrade to the channel, because when I got the when I got the AT 2020 from Audio-Technica, it was basically the same. Like, it sounded pretty much the same. It was the same concept. It's a USB condenser cardioid microphone. So nothing really changed. Now I'm going to be switching to a, once again, condenser microphone, but it'll be an XLR setup. It's going to be a little more professional. A lot of the fancy bits is going to be handled with hardware instead of software. So the reason why my voice sounds so, I don't know, clear / boomy a little, is with Voicemeter, which is a software, which is, you know, it's software. It's a program that I installed on my computer, and it allows me to basically alter how I sound. I could make myself sound like a fucking alien if I wanted to, but I already sound pretty shitty enough, so I think that's fine. But yeah, a lot of what I'm going to be doing is going to be hardware based now for audio, and hopefully that does a lot better. Hopefully. We'll see. But of course, that's going to be plugged in via USB. I think it's like a USB 2.0 connection. So, yeah, that's just going to plug right into my computer, and it's probably going to be okay. We will see. And speaking of my computer, this is the Vectro PC we are, of course, talking about. It's my gaming PC, my recording PC, the PC that I have been using for the past, what, going on 3 years? Well, not going on 3 years. It's been 3 years now, but, it's getting to that point where it's not a new computer anymore. No matter how many times I upgrade it, it's not new. And I've kind of run out of ideas for upgrades. So, here's what we have installed. Starting off is the case. We have an NZXT H440. It's going to be the white with black trim. Got a couple of stickers on it just for the fuck of it. The CPU is going to be an Intel Core i7-6700K, currently overclocked to 4.2 gigahertz over the 4.0 stock clock. Haven't really set up turbo boost or anything. Don't really give a shit about turbo boost, to be honest. Turbo boost tends to make things a little less stable, so I haven't really fucked around with it much. But motherboard. This is an exciting one, because you haven't heard this one on the channel before, because this is a brand new motherboard we're talking about. This is a Gigabyte Z270. I think it's X Design Air motherboard. It's beefy. It's pretty big. I think it's an EATX, I think is what we decided on. It's an EATX motherboard. And it is amazing. It looks incredible. If you haven't seen a picture of it, bam, right there, right on your screen. Looking at it right now. That is a picture of basically like the main side of my PC. That's what it looks like. Hey, jackass, the speed limit is 55. You're going 40? This is kind of unacceptable, man. Can't be going 15 under. Don't you fucking do it. Don't you fucking... Sorry. Alright, so, yeah, you're going a little slow. I'm gonna need to go back. Go behind you. Past you. Not behind you. I am behind you. I'm stuck behind you, jackass. But yeah, so... got that new Gigabyte motherboard. Hopefully it fixes audio issues that I was having with the MSI board. Yeah, hopefully. What do we else? Ah, of course. Got it. We also have 16 gigs of Corsair's Vengeance DDR4 RAM. It's going to be clocked to 3200 megahertz. I like it. It's pretty nice. Okay, this is I'm just falling behind the slowest car. Why did I switch lanes into this? Damn it! Now I gotta get back up to speed. Then I gotta pass this dude. Oh man, this is hell. This is stupid. But of course we have an Asus GeForce GTX 1080 Ti, 11 gigs of, well, glory. Okay, I need to move now. Cannot be stuck behind your dumbass. An ambulance. But yeah, that's really all the exciting stuff. I have a couple of SSDs, 4 hard drives, got a NZXT Plus lighting solution for RGB lighting. Peripherals, you know, I have the Logitech driving, or not the driving force anymore, but the G29 driving force is what it's actually called. Racing wheel, and the shifter, of course, for it. We also have the Logitech G502, I think Proteus Spectrum is the name of it. So it's a gaming mouse. Got the Logitech G710 keyboard. It's a mechanical keyboard with Cherry MX Blue switches, and the U key is busted. Don't know how that happened, actually. I'm still trying to figure that one out. And headset. It's a Logitech G933 Artemis Spectrum. You know, I think I really like Logitech. I think that's kind of obvious. Like, can they sponsor me? But yeah, it's been interesting. It's been an interesting ride with this computer. It's been a long journey, great adventure. Starting off from a really shitty build from iBuyPower. By the way, never buy from that company. Do not buy from iBuyPower. They do not know shit. They also don't have customer service, which means if something goes wrong and you want to fill out an RMA, good luck. So yeah, originally my build was inside of an NZXT Source 220. It was actually, I think, a 210 custom build because it had USB 3.0 headers in the front. Or not headers, but ports. Also had like a really shitty MSI motherboard. Had an AMD FX 8320. Had a MSI Radeon R5 260X. I mean, it was a really shitty build. But now it's you know, it's a beauty, and I love it, and it's, you know, it's took a lot of time, effort, and of course money to get this build the way it is, and I am about ready to end it. You know, it's been a good few years upgrading and just making this thing shine, and I think it's time we start fresh. So what I'm saying is, at the end of 2017, well, basically 2017 is the last year that I will be working on this PC. If there's like an emergency upgrade, or not upgrade, but repair that needs to be done, fine, I get that. You know, things go wrong. Maybe an SSD blows out. Maybe your hard drive blows out. Gotta fix that. But if it's like new things, like upgrades, that's not gonna happen. After 2017, of course. So what I'm looking at is, once the final build is done, it's going to be marked as a completed build on the PC Part Picker list website, and it's going to be called the Mark 1, MK1, number 1. New PC right off the bat will be called Vectra Mark 2. It will, it'll be an interesting one. It's going to be a little higher than what I have. I'm planning on keeping the GTX 1080 Ti, as well as like the lighting. I think that's about it. I might keep the SSDs, maybe. I don't know. There's a lot to be figured out here. But you know, it's been a hell of a ride, and I'm very excited for, you know, the whole next PC build. I'm looking at possibly getting an 8th generation Intel Core i9, maybe? If not, i7. If not, I'd probably go with a Ryzen chip. Maybe Threadripper. You never know. It's going to be one of those high-end chips. I want it to really be powerful at the beginning. Even when compared to my current PC. Like, I want it to be more powerful than my current PC, but starting out, which is going to be crazy. You know, I'm speeding, you know, I'm going 77 on a 55, don't really care. I got places to be, you Now, how much longer do we have? Oh, wow. We have quite a ways. Jesus. But yeah, new build is gonna have like, I don't know. It's gonna be something else. Gonna be keeping a lot of the things, that my... Well, not gonna be keeping a lot, but I'm gonna be keeping some, you know, like I said, you know, probably gonna be keeping the 1080 Ti, you know, probably gonna be keeping the Hue Plus. As for the case, I'm thinking of going with an NZXT S340 Elite. It's the one with the tempered glass. Looks really awesome. I love NZXT. They've been doing amazing work on PC cases. You know, I've had 3 of their cases now for this build, and it's been wonderful. Jesus Christ, we're going 84 miles an hour in an FLB. This is a little sketch. Cutting it real close to that guardrail too. Jesus. Shit, I'm just letting it rip down this thing. But yeah, like, as for, like, accessories, or not accessories, but, like, peripherals, I'm thinking of keeping the G29. That's gonna stay. I'm gonna keep the 502, probably. That one's I'm not too sure. I might switch to a 902 or something. I'm gonna have a new keyboard. I'm thinking of switching to a G910, maybe? As well as the headset is going to stay, all the audio stuff is going to stay. I'm thinking of going with a separate audio solution, so basically an audio card. A dedicated audio card. I don't know, probably at least 32 gigs of RAM, if not 64. Yeah, it's going to be a beefy build, and here's the thing. It's going to be an all SSD build. It's not going to have any mechanical drives. That's SAR drives we're talking. We're not going to have any of those. It's going to be a brand new build. It's going to be super fast, and I want it to perform at its best, which is why a mechanical drive solution is going to be out of the question. Yeah, I think I am actually out of topics. We're going 90 miles an hour in the Freightliner FLB. What could possibly go wrong? We're coming up on a car, actually. I should probably slow down a tiny bit. This car is going about 75, actually, so we're going to follow him. Oh, actually, we got to take that exit. I'm going to get right behind this guy. Right behind this guy. Yep, there we go. Oof. Cutting it close. I gotta see how much damage we have on this thing. 7 and 0. Wow, I'm surprised we don't have more on the trailer. Alright, still making a right turn, so we're gonna keep that blinker on. Alrighty. Switching into 4th gear, and stop. Yeah, running out of topics here. Actually, not running out, but I have ran out of said topics. So, yeah, I guess after this, I guess I have more time before work. Thinking of recording some, good old, San Andreas Law. That might be, a good idea. Hopefully it'll be stable. If not, I'll do San Andreas Drive or Wanted. I want to get a couple of recordings done. I do have a couple of recordings actually kind of stacked in my Final Cut Pro library right now. So I do have a recording of Ghost Recon Wildlands, as well as a few tidbits of Rainbow Six Siege that I still have no idea what the fuck I'm gonna do with. Probably, whatever. I don't know what I'm gonna do. There's my drop-off right there. Completely fucking missed it. So let's go ahead and turn into here. Oh, man, this is gonna be one hell of a turn-in. Okay, yep, we just jackknifed. Actually, technically, I mean, I don't know, does it count? Does it count? We didn't, like, get stuck, so does it count as a jackknife? Probably destroy... No, actually, the trailer's fine. All right, cool. So there's our drop-off right in front of us. That's going to be fun to back into. I'm, of course, going to third-person it, because there's no way I would be able to get it done otherwise. Oh, man, I'm going to have to pull a little close to these pumps to get that thing in here. There we go. Oh, this one's gonna be a pain in the ass, I'll tell you that much. It's nighttime, we got cars coming. I gotta pull out into the road. I don't know how I'm gonna get this done. I think this is the solution. Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah, you don't have to honk at me, man. I appreciate the feedback and all. Really, I do. Just shut up. Stop honking. He's just gonna keep honking at me. Oh, this is awful. This is awful. All right. Pull forward. Almost hit that sign there. Actually, I might have hit it. I'd have hit it, to be honest. It's all good. Still kind of getting used to the whole, you know, backing up and all that with the cab over. Especially in ATS, because I'm more used to the whole, you know, front engine, big long nose style trucks. I think we're doing okay. Oh wow, it'll take it. I'm gonna pull forward a bit, straighten it out, and I think I'll call it after that. There we go. Yeah, helpful if you got into reverse. There you go. Sometimes, I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the shifter, maybe it's the game, but sometimes I'll like switch it into reverse and it'll be obvious. Like it'll be obviously in reverse and it just won't take it. I don't know. Like right there, I'm in reverse right now. There we go. Alrighty, and that is going to do it. Yeah, we are good to go. Let's go ahead and set our parking brake, drop off that trailer. And that's gonna do it. Job completed. Alright, so from Los Angeles to Oakland, we traveled a total of 395 miles. It took us 8 hours, 23 minutes with 95.3 gallons of fuel consumed. Of course, we earned a total of $30,669, as well as 1,095 XP, and it was a flawless run. We actually didn't damage our trailer. So, yeah, that being said, that's gonna wrap it up for this episode of Worldwide Trucking. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to hit that like button, comment down below if you have suggestions or feedback for me. If you want to stay up to date in city news content as soon as it's available, I suggest that you subscribe to the channel. You can also check out my Discord server. You can even gain early access to new videos, new content, whatever I'm pushing out. Become a VIP, and that's how you do it. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and until the next video, I'm Vectro. Goodbye.